Russia's successful test of a ship-launched hypersonic surface-to-surface missile, the Tsirkon, on October 7, 2020, and the previous deployment of its Avangrad hypersonic glide weapon with intercontinental range may have given it an edge in missile systems of the future. For once, the United States may be late to the party in terms of developing and deploying hypersonic missiles that travel at 5 or more times above the speed of sound and maneuver around defensive projectiles, making them theoretically impossible to intercept by current generation anti missile systems. Dramatic footage of the Tsirkon missile taking off from a silo of a Russian warship was followed by chest thumping from President Putin and Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu that their hypersonic missiles have no match. However, a week later, the United States announced that its first hypersonic weapon, a glide boost missile, would be ready by 2023.
At the top of that list is hypersonic weapons. As our competitors develop long-range fires to inhibit our freedom of maneuver, we are increasing our investments in hypersonics over the next 5 years so we can ramp up testing and deliver these capabilities to the warfighter as quickly as possible. In March, the Army and Navy reached an important milestone by jointly executing the successful test of a hypersonic glide body. We aim to integrate this technology into an Army battery by 2023.
The test which Secretary Esper was referring to is the hypersonic missile fired from the Pacific Missile Range Facility in Hawaii, in which the projectile traveling at 5 times the speed of sound across thousands of miles hit a target within 6 inches accuracy. But the US still has to develop and test a short-range surface-to-surface hypersonic weapon, such as the Russian Tsirkon, which will give the US Navy the ability to hit at Russian or Chinese naval ships or shore-based targets. The Tsirkon missile hit a Mach 8 speed, or 8 times the speed of sound, while traveling 450 kilometers to hit a sea-based target. Official announcements followed that the missile would be the future main weapon of Russia's frontline ships and submarines. This is the first and only anti-ship hypersonic missile, which has already been brought to state tests and will be put into service in the near future. No country except Russia will have such weapons, including the United States of America and China, said Deputy President of the Russian Academy of Rocket and Artillery Sciences. The Pentagon's hypersonics budget since 2016 has gone up by a factor of 10. In fiscal 2020, it's about $3.5 billion and is expected to grow in future years. Russia's budget for its hypersonic weapons program is not known, but the program is entirely state-funded. The Pentagon is currently looking at designing hypersonic weapon systems that are reusable, meaning that once a hypersonic vehicle takes off, it doesn't just explode like a missile, but rather it can be used again in certain ways similar to the reusable SpaceX's Falcon 9 rocket. Factors that will go into developing such a reusable system include developing suitable high temperature materials, effective thermal management systems, and turbine-based propulsion systems as opposed to rocket-based boost glide systems or rocket-boosted scramjet-powered cruise missiles. Reusable hypersonics is still in the maturation stage 1 for the Pentagon, meaning that it's still a long way to go. In December 2019, Russia's military claimed deployment of a new intercontinental ballistic missile, the Avangrad hypersonic missile system that can fly 27 times the speed of sound. The Avangrad missile have a range of over 6,000 kilometers, weigh approximately 2 tons, and can withstand temperatures of over 2000 degrees Celsius. Russian government claim that a number of these missiles have been deployed and can be launched at a moment's notice. The next in line of Russia's hypersonic missile family is an air-to-ground version for possible launch from Russia's heavy long-range bombers and another from the Su-57 stealth fighter. Alongside, the United States too has taken the reins of its air-launched hypersonic missiles program. On the other side, the United States Air Force has revealed the characteristics of its new AGM-183A air-launched rapid response weapon. This new hypersonic weapon develops speeds up to Mach 8 or about 9,000 km per hour. The ARRW missile will be launched from the B-52 strategic bomber. General Atomics Electromagnetic Systems has released information that it participated in the successful testing of the Common Hypersonic Glide Body or CHGB during the joint US Army-Navy Flight Test Experimental 2 in March 2020. The CHGB uses a booster rocket to accelerate to well above hypersonic speeds and then jettisons the expanded rocket booster. It is similar in function to the Russian Avangrad system. The Russian ambassador to the US, Anatoly Antonov, has said that the successful test of the Tsirkon missile gives confidence to Russian diplomats in the United States in arms control negotiations. He says, and I quote, "This directly affects our work in Washington. You feel more confident, calm, and comfortable when you negotiate with your colleagues on strategic stability issues, on arms control issues."